Hello, Earthlings and Aliens. It's me, Altea, your art buddy, and today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. I have a journal here that I'm going to be decorating with stickers because I just finished my other journal and I thought that it would be fun for me to show you um, show you this really simple and fun thing that I get to do every time I open up a new sketchbook, and I can give y'all an update on what I've been up to the past couple months, why I haven't been making videos, and what's coming up for me and my channel and all of you soon. So, to get started, this is a Look Term 1917 dotted notebook. I usually get the Look Term notebooks. I really like their White Lines line, which is a line of journals that has gray paper and white lines on it so that when you scan it, you can actually get rid of all of the lines and it just looks like you had blank paper. But they put out a series recently of different bright colors, and I really like this color, so I decided to mix it up a little bit. So, yeah. So what have I been up to lately? Well, as you may or may not have noticed, I haven't made a video in the past couple months, and there's a couple of reasons for that. One is that my mental health was doing pretty poorly, given the state of the world, and it was really bumming me out just to be on the internet in general. So I decided that it would be best if I take a full social media hiatus. What was really getting me was that there's a lot of transphobia rampant in the country and online right now, and every time I logged on, it felt like I was looking at some new horrible opinion by somebody who doesn't care about me or people like me, and it was really starting to get to me. And so I decided that what I would do is I would take a break from social media to figure out my next steps, what I wanted to do, and to really get back in touch with my art making just as a mindset, a reset, I guess, and really try to, like, remember why I'm on the internet at all, and remember why, like, what I'm doing here, what my purpose is, and getting back in touch with that is really helpful. Anyway, to look at what I'm up to right now, I'm trying to arrange the stickers and basically decide what's going to go on the front and back before I try to put them all on. So I know that I want this one on the front. This is a sticker by Chrysalis. I believe that Capsule Corner put these out a couple months ago. I don't know if they're still available. And I really like this glitter and the red on the orange, so I'm basically setting up my entire color scheme to match this. And I think that I want this sticker from this really cool plant store in Sacramento that I visited while I was up there. And then I have my Chrysalis sticker, and I'm setting this up because this is a flat line, and then these are two diagonals, and I think I can fit some stuff here and here. But it doesn't look like I can fit some of the ones that I wanted to. Maybe this one here. And then one of these. No. So anyway, yeah, so what I've been doing the past couple months is really reflecting on my artwork and what I want to get out of art in general, why I'm making this channel, and what kind of impact I want to have with my work, as well as finding some time to move away from other people's work. I find that I really easily get caught in the comparison game, where I don't exactly trust myself and my vision in order to make make the things that I'm actually want to make and that are true to my own vision. And so I was making a lot of art recently that's very different from what I usually make. That was not being shared, and I'm going to be sharing all of that art coming up soon. And I am really excited to show you all what I've been up to the past couple months. So I am hoping you're looking forward to that as much as I am. And yeah, so that's my basic life update. Having a hard time arranging these in the way that I want. Yeah, what else? So I've set a couple of goals on Patreon. I'm going to be trying to focus a bit more on the rewards and growing a community there. I have a couple of goals. One of the things that I want to be able to do is do art merch, things like enamel pins and such, having a tier for that. I can't really afford to do that right now. I don't have the time, and I don't really have enough patrons on the tier where I would be sharing that merch, and so it's not really feasible for me to do the merch every month without people who I know are going to be buying it. So I'm setting that as a goal. I also want to start doing live streams on there, but I want to wait until I have more people before I do that who would be... I'm gonna leave this. Maybe I'll find a better set. And this is fun. The energy is really different from what I want to have. Yeah, so I want to be able to do a monthly live stream Q&A. Someday I want to be able to hire an assistant and do things like that so that making videos is easier for me. I'm not going to be able to, even though I'm back, I'm not going to be able to do a once a week schedule. I realized that that was really unrealistic and unsustainable for me. I do work a full-time day job, which I really like. I actually enjoy being an artist with a day job. It just means that I don't have enough time in the week to consistently make a video every week. And I think that it would be unfair to everybody who supports me to put out materials that I'm not particularly proud of, because why would you want to watch things that I don't think are good? I'm going to be right back. I'm going to get some more stickers. I'm back. I've brought my box of stickers. I'm going to look through these real quick and see what kind of stickers that would go well with these. I had a whole bunch picked out, but I think that there's not enough of them for me to put on, and the size is all wrong. I think that they're a little bit too small, or too big, sorry. I need some smaller ones on here to mix it up. So, I don't know. Yeah, I've been collecting these for a really long time. Sometimes friends give them to me. I have a couple of really silly ones. I've made a handful of these myself, so these are this tangled headphone is a sticker from a zine collective that I used to run, or rather, I still run it, but we haven't had the opportunity to table recently, because of the pandemic. So I'm hoping that we can start tabling again once things open up again. I know that there's a couple of online zine fest, but I really like being there in person and meeting people, basically knowing who is buying my art. It's something that you don't get very often, especially as an internet artist who, is I don't even sell that much merch. I find that a merch store is harder to maintain in general as somebody who works full time and can't and doesn't have an assistant, you know. Um, and I do want to start making more merch, but I think what I'm going to have to do is make merch on a like a limited drop kind of model. So that means doing things like selling, um, doing pre-orders and then selling just what gets pre-ordered, or having limited windows for prints and stuff to be sold, because I I used to sell more prints online, but I found that it was really tedious to have to get an order and then have to figure out how to ship it right away because I wasn't getting them regularly. And so I decided to put that off for a little bit. And I'm happy doing that. I do wish I had more merch, and so I'm going to be trying to shift the business model on that to fit my lifestyle, because one of my promises to myself and one of my key core values, this is very cute, maybe the frog instead, oh yeah, one of my core values is that you should never sacrifice your health and your sanity in order to run your business or be an artist or any of that. It's not sustainable, no matter how much you tell yourself, like, oh yeah, I'll do anything to make it work. That's just a formula for burnout. And I know because I've lived that before. Okay, I just need something for this space and then I'll be happy. I don't have a lot of horizontal stickers. Let's see. Yeah, and these are a little bit flimsy. I think they would look good, but I would rather put them inside. Yeah, so I want to do a merch store. I'm going to be, like I said, focusing a little bit more on Patreon than I used to. I'm gonna be putting out videos, but much less frequently. I'm going to try to focus on quality instead of quantity for the videos, because I think that it's much... Ooh, I like that. Doesn't fit, but I really like it. I'm trying to... What was I saying? Oh, I want to make more quality videos, some more long-form projects, and I don't have the time really to, as I said, make a video every week. That's the quality that I want it to be at. And so instead what I'm going to be doing is working on making quality videos and then putting them out as I can. So that might mean having it once a month or every other week. Once I figure out that sustainable schedule, I'm gonna talk about it and try to stick to it. I don't want to go months and months without making a video, because frankly I really like making these videos. It's just it's important to me that I figure out a way to do it. How did I have these so that they all fit? It's like this weird game, a puzzle game, I guess. Okay, that's how it was. Yeah, I want to be able to make things that are the quality that I want them to be without, you know, making myself too tired or giving up other things that matter to me, like sleep. So I'm going to be working on that. I have a couple of videos. I have some footage actually that's already up, and I'm thinking of, yes, mixing it with content like this that's a little bit less edited. I want to post on my blog more. I really like writing the scripts for these videos, and I think that if I can make a... That's good. If I can make more content like that, I'll, what a shame, be able to put that up more often. So you can look forward to that. I'm going to start posting all of the work that I had prepared before, or rather that I did while I was on my hiatus. And then I'll, yeah, so that's the general idea. And I'm gonna try to go into this gradually, really trying to focus on being more intentional than trying to stick to things that don't work for me long term. And yeah, so I think that I've arrived at an arrangement that I like, and I'm gonna start sticking these to the notebook. So back to the front. Is there any way I could fit this here? Maybe if I okay, this is something, I think. Maybe not. Maybe sideways? Upside down? That's kind of cool. Yeah, so while I'm wrapping up, I wanted to ask y'all some questions. Basically, if I was only putting out only a handful of videos, I want to make sure that it's stuff that y'all would be excited about, of course, but just because it's going to be more limited, I think that it would be really great if I could get a sense of what's the most exciting, so I can make sure that the content that I do put out is really what y'all want. I think I'm only going to do 3, and then maybe for the edges I'll find some smaller stickers. So, okie dokie. Yeah, I'm going to start with this one on the bottom, my logo. I made a whole bunch of these stickers when there was a sale on a particular website that I no longer patronize, because I found out that their founder was using their funds for to support causes that I don't, let's say. So that's it's unfortunate, but I did get these at like less than half off, so that's not that bad. And this is also the first time I'm not going to be editing out the car sounds from this audio. I live in a neighborhood that doesn't get a lot of traffic, but I live on the road in the neighborhood that gets the most traffic. So, oof, did I put this too far up? Can I move it? No? Okay, that works. So, I get a lot of motorcycle and car sounds that I have to record around. It actually makes recording really painful. It's part of why I don't do it as much. It's just because every time a car comes by, I have to pause. And then when I pause, I lose my train of thought because attention issues, let's say. And yeah, I hope that I don't know. I hope that this is helpful. I feel like a lot of artists feel really guilty when they're not posting all the time, or when they need to take a break, and it There's no secret that there's a lot of burnout in our community for all kinds of reasons. And I'm talking not just artists, but also, like queer people, people of color, and yeah, it's really important to me that I continue to make art, but sometimes what that means is that I have to honor myself and my needs in order to continue doing art. And so I feel really guilty about this break that I took, but I also think that it's going to be really helpful in the long run, and you're definitely going to get much better content out of me. I'm going to be able to sustain this channel long term. These were cut out by the person who made these, so they're it's a little bit choppy, but that's kind of charming in its own way. Been there. Yeah, so I hope that y'all understand and that you'll stick with me. And that's my notebook. All right, thank you so much. Bye.